When Jesus was preparing his disciples for his leaving, he knew they were quite a ragtag group, messy human beings like all of us are. And Jesus loved them deeply. One of the things he said to them was, "Let not your hearts be troubled." As the heavens weep with us today, we also hear those words. A few hours later, in the garden, when the cohort came to arrest Jesus, he protected these disciples, telling the cohort, "You have come for me. Let these men go." I believe that the risen Jesus' deep love and protection are with us today as we celebrate Deputies Rohr and King. I was with Theresa's family at KU on Friday night into Saturday. I witnessed many things, and this is why I proclaim today, with Jesus, do not let your hearts be troubled. I have reflected on how one person's actions could cause so much pain. But the pain did not take away the best of human actions and interactions that night. I witnessed so much goodness and strength. Two very young adult children, Austin and Bailey, thrust into decision-making that was heart-wrenching. They kept their focus on the well-being of their mother. Their father, a tower of gentleness and strength, a vessel for their pain. Theresa's mother, who looked on at the daughter she named Theresa Sue, and who she commented everybody loved. 5 sisters who came, I suspect, to do what sisters do for each other, to support and encourage, and found instead that they were saying goodbye. Not easy to get one's heart and mind around. Officers Baker and Passanisi at their post at the door of Theresa's room. Deputy Warzakowski comforting and attending to details. Friends and co-workers comforting each other and Theresa's family. We sing of Amazing Grace For me, sometimes the words are too familiar, but I witness that grace move within and among those gathered at Theresa's bedside. And then, almost immediately after Theresa's death, with tears still flowing, rose the spoken concern for Lexi. We must now concentrate on Lexi, the little one. The tenderness that moved the hearts of Theresa's children was in deep contrast to the event earlier in the day that took their mother's life. Their mother took on the job of keeping other people safe. She and Deputy Rohr did that faithfully for all of us. This morning, I want to remind those of us gathered that keeping this community safe is not just the job of Sheriff Ash and the deputies, Chief Ziegler and our police officers, DA Dupree and his office, the public defenders. I believe each of us have a duty to do our part to keep this community safe. And when we find meanness creeping its way into our minds and hearts, don't give it a parking place, and do not let it reach our hands and mouth. Each of us must add to the safety of this community. We owe Deputies King and Rohr no less. And to quote Mayor Alvey, the struggle for goodness and justice is worth our lives. In the chapter of Scripture where Jesus told his disciples, "Do not let your hearts be troubled," again, he was preparing them for his physical presence leaving them. In that same chapter, he also gives them a promise. Peace is my farewell to you. My peace is my gift to you. I do not give it to you as the world gives peace. As we walk these days ahead, families, co-workers, caring community, let the gratitude for Theresa and the beauty of her life, a fun-loving, horse-riding, beloved mother, daughter, aunt, hard-working woman, let the gratitude for her life accompany your grief. Claim that gift of Christ's peace and pray that gift for each other. Christ, be our peace. Shine in our hearts. Shine through the darkness. Christ, be our peace. Live in our hearts as we leave here today.